need to stop focusing on your haters because you don't need that as inspiration. There are too many people that believe in you and they're waiting for you to do what you said you're going to do, and so you can focus on them. You don't need haters for inspiration. You need to look yourself in the mirror, tell yourself that before me, there were none like me, and after me, there will be no more. I am not one in a million. I'm not one in a billion. I am one in history. That makes me nature's greatest miracle. Nobody else has ever walked this planet quite like me, and nobody else will after I'm dead and gone. But what will be the legacy that I use? That's what you need to use as inspiration. Nobody can do what you do the way you do it. Nobody has your swag, and that makes you unique and rare. And in all rarity, there is value, which means you are valuable. You are nature's greatest miracle, and that's all the inspiration that you need.
Success, number one, starts with you. Real success is you say one thing, and if you do what you say you're going to do, you're going to be great. Because very few people do what they say they're going to do. You can't do first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. You got to play to the fourth quarter and play it all the way out. Every gig I get, I kill it. I grinded for this moment. I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. I ain't no overnight success. Every single day when I wake up, every minute of the day, every hour of the day, I have an opportunity. I got an opportunity of a lifetime. And you think I'm about to waste it? Every single inch I can get, I'm gonna take it. Everybody wants something. You don't get out of life what you want. You get out of life who you are. Push yourself. Your mama needs you. Your daddy needs you. Your children need you. Get up.
Always strive to get on top in life because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. See, it's easy to be on the bottom. It doesn't take any effort to be a loser. It doesn't take any motivation, any drive in order to stay down there on a low level. But it calls on everything in you, ladies and gentlemen. You have to harness your will to say, I'm going to challenge myself. Sometimes I have to pull myself out of bed and say, come on, Les. Things I know I should do, I don't do. Things I shouldn't do, I do. I found that the biggest enemy you have to deal with is yourself. There's an old African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. If you begin to look toward making your life different, if you begin to look at yourself, you've got to redefine yourself. Who are you right now? And who must you become in order to create what you want? What has to change about you? Don't count yourself out. Don't say, I can't do that. You don't know what you cannot do if you're not willing to challenge yourself. Decide that you're going to do something about it. Become an active force in your life. Decide that you're going to work with it until it gives you the blessing that you want, and don't let up on it. Just keep right on working it and working it and working it, and knowing that whatever you do, you can better your best, that you can get better at it. Whatever you want to do, whatever idea that you have, the longer that you're sitting on that idea, you are either creating or you are disintegrating. See, this is the only life you've got. Give it everything you got. Put your heart in it. So you don't want to squander it feeling you can't do any better. You can do better. You should do better. You deserve to do better. You're entitled to that. That is your right to do better.
Mind is everything. If you don't believe you can do something, then you can't. It's like you have to save your own life. Nobody's going to be able to save it for you. So we have to do what we have to do, no matter what it is. You have to face that fear and change your life. You'll be able to push right through the pain. And when you're about ready to pass out, your legs can't move and your lungs can't breathe and your eyes can't see, you'll know it's just the beginning.
When you want something as much as you want to breathe, you will overcome the pain. And you will achieve greatness.
You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. Life's going to hit you in your mouth, and you got to do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knocked out. Sometimes in life, You have to hit back. Many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope, and you got to do me a favor. Like, you can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Recycle your pain. Get something from it. You already in pain. Use it. Do something with it. Allow it to take you to the next level. Allow your pain to push you to greatness. It's not always going to be easy. They're not going to give it to you. They're not going to give you success. They're not going to put it on the platter. But if you're willing to work for it, if you're willing to put the sweat, the blood, the tears, if you're willing to earn it, you got to tell life, I don't know who you've been dealing with, but you come up against the wrong one this time.
The why for living, you can endure almost anyhow. When you refuse to turn around because of obstacles, when it gets rough, when you say whatever price I must pay, I will do that. Life is too short and unpredictable to live otherwise. When you no longer focus on the obstacles, when you no longer care what people think or what they might say, when you no longer find the need to seek their approval, you are entitled to this. You're supposed to have this. This is your calling. This is the reason that you are here. This is your time. Once you get rolling on the track, once you get started, people will stand back and say, ain't no stopping her now. She's on the move. Look at her go. Look at her. Look at her. You got momentum working in your behalf. It's done. Why? Because you go past the point of no return. It's done. It's done in you before it happens out here.
Success, guys, is a very, very lonely road, man. And along that road, you're not going to see too many friends. You're going to see your shadow most often. See, the thing is, for many people, they've tried the same path you're on, and they failed. You don't burn out mentally, because you always burn out physically. You got to trust in the heart of hearts, inside what you're doing, what you believe in is a worthy cause, a winnable fight. If you allow it to sit, it will grow roots and start breaking you down, destroying the potential of the person you can be. The champions, guys. It's not their potential, it's not their genetics. It's their perseverance to always show up. What I'm saying is the character of who you are. It's not the title that makes you. It's not the success that makes you. The character defines the success, defines the fame, and it starts right there. It's how you look at something. If your name's attached to it, then you do it right. The best of your ability every single time. Championships aren't won in the theater of the arena. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room, in the labs, in the 5 a.m. runs, when it's raining, when everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won. The heart of a champion is a light switch that's always on. It doesn't go on and off when someone's watching. It's constant. Fear is self-imposed, meaning it doesn't exist. You create it, you can destroy it too. I love fear. The reason why? Behind every fear is the person you want to be. You face your fears, you become the person you want to be. You run from your fears, you're not living. You're alive, but you're not taking it in freedom. If you face face your fears, guys. That fear is destroyed. It comes back in as confidence. What else am I capable of? What else am I holding my back from that I'm capable of more? Where am I running from I don't need to? What else can I overcome? When you embark on this journey, you must know that it's going to go down before it comes up. But when it comes up, it's going to go so much higher than you've ever been. It begins right now with no one looking at it. The difference between a winner and a loser, this is the winner gets back up, it does it again, it does it again, until it goes his way. Sacrificing today for tomorrow betterment. Something in the near future, relative future, that gives value to today. We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up? You go after and you give it all you have. If you lose, at least you tried, man. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena. You've hit the wall someplace, you've looked in the mirror too many times and haven't smiled. You want to change the situation, move from where you are. And you do it right, the best of your ability every single time. That's the same person who has his hand raised on the podium one day. Because it's hard, it's an uphill battle, it's the path less taken. That's what creates the champion.
What's the difference between a gazelle and what's the difference between the lion? The gazelle is running from something, and that's a lot of you in this room. You will run. You'll do what you're supposed to do as long as you're getting pushed. But as soon as that stops, you stop. The lion is not running to be rewarded. The lion is running to eat. So you've got to ask yourself, what's your why? What motivates you? What pushes you? What drives you? And if that thing is internal, if nobody has to call you, if nobody has to prize you, if nobody has to reward you, if nobody has to give you anything, if you are self-motivated and self-regulated, you can have it, you can be it, you can do it. But you got to do me a huge favor. There's nothing average about the lion. There's nothing good about the lion. The lion is phenomenal. So do me a favor, guys. Be phenomenal or be forgotten.
When you have a vision for your life, other people will not have that same vision, so they will pass on you. Will you fold? Will you give in? Or will you rise above it all and unleash your visions and ideas and gifts on the world? Well, through it all, decide. I am not here to be another person that lived and died and didn't do anything significant. I am here to create a shift in this universe. Unapologetically, I am going to get rid of all things, people, and situations that have become a distraction away from my vision. I am here with a purpose. I will stop at nothing. You will be physically and unapologetically removed if you get in the way of my vision. You're either going to be on this train or you're going to be knocked out.
Unless you attempt to do something beyond that which you've already mastered, you will never grow. What is it that you looked at some point in time and you decided that you couldn't do it? That you talk yourself out of it? Whatever it is, bring it back out there. You have the ability to do things that you can't even begin to imagine. You have talents and skills in you that you haven't even begun to reach for yet. Practice only makes improvement. You can always better your best. You have not done your best work yet. As long as you're here, you have a chance to transcend yourself. You've got to be willing to do that. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to decide to be bold. Most people go through life trying to creep. No. Trying to be casual about it. No. You go through life being casual, you'll end up a casualty. You've got to be bold in life. You got to take life on. You don't get in life what you want, ladies and gentlemen. You get in life what you are.
You need to master the ability to reset. When you start saying, I want to give up, and you don't want to face those people that said you couldn't do it, I need you to be able to put yourself back in the beginning of this goal and put yourself in that position where that new excitement and that new energy was propelling you towards. I need you to put yourself back in that place and be able to do it continuously and allow it to propel you to put your head down and run dead smack through that brick wall of discouragement until you reach the goal that you set out. Use that inspiration that you had in your mind. You envision what success looks like. Continue to envision what you were able to do in that vision for your husband or for your wife, for your son or for your daughter or for your parents, the people who would benefit from it. Put yourself back in that position when you first said, I'm going to chase this thing and I'm going to do it. You need to master the ability to reset.
Michael Jordan, he had the most points in the game. But if you paid close attention, the guy that was in second place might have averaged 30 points. But because Michael Jordan scored 32, he made millions more than everybody else because he was the top as it relates to scoring. He was known around the world. Why? Because he sacrificed enough to get those 1 or 2 shots. And I'm telling you, you're not where you want to be financially. You are not where you want to be in your personal life. You are not the person you want to be. And it's not going to take you 20 shots. For some of you, it's one more shot. And you have not given yourself enough credit to say, I just need to get up a half hour earlier and my whole life will change. I just need to work 1 hour longer. I need to stop hitting that snooze button. If you were to make that one change, that one sacrifice, you would stop dreaming and start living.
Every time it gets tough, and when I feel like I don't want to do it, there is someone out there in this world, laying on a hospital bed, begging for a second chance at life. I don't think I have any excuse to not go hard.
Go in the arena, make the ground shake, make the ground screamer. Me feeling no corporate enemy. Bring the fire when I fly to the melody. Blood fire, you beginner. Keep on the game, me a winner. The man them know me a leader. When I come in the arena. 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 Let's go.
Most people go through life never discovering what their talents are. Most people never develop their talents. They have skills and abilities, but if you don't nurture them, if you don't develop them, they will never serve you. Your gifts can take you many places if you develop your gifts. Most of us don't like to do those things that come easy to us. If you decide to drop your buckets where you are and develop your gifts, I grant you that your gifts will take you places that will literally amaze you. There's greatness in you, and you've got to learn how to tune out the critics outside and the critic inside. And since I'm going to do this, I'm going to harness my will, and I'm not going to let anything stop me. some reasons that when life knocks you down, and it's going to, when people disappoint you, and that's going to happen. When they betray you, and that's going to happen. When they lie to you, and that's going to happen. When they say, oh, you can count on me, and they won't show up, and that's going to happen. When you want to throw in the towel and give up yourself, and that's going to happen. When life collapses on you and catch you on the blind side, what reason can you remember that you can call on, that you can reach on, that can make you get back up? Find that reason. So life had knocked me down. I said, life, I'm doing this because I want to make my mama proud of me. I'm doing this because I want my children to have a better life than what I have. I'm doing this because all my life I've been told I'd be a loser, that I wouldn't make it. I'm doing this so I can become massively successful. What are the reasons that you can think of that can keep you strong, that can keep you in the game, that will be your rod and staff to comfort you? If you know the why for living, you can endure almost anyhow.
You walk into your belief system. Look at your belief system every single day and stick with it. Don't rush the process. Trust the process. Don't rush the process. Trust the process. Don't rush the process. Trust the process. It takes 21 years to be 21 years old. You can't do it in 18 years. Keep playing the game. Keep grinding. Keep working. You ain't got to be smarter than them. You just got to be quicker than them. You just got to be faster than them. You just got to get to the spot before they get to the spot. You ain't got to be them. You ain't got to be on their level. You don't have to be as smart. You don't have to become them. You can stay you, but you got to get there before they get there if you're going to stay you. You better run, and you better run fast, because your boy E.G., I'm coming to get it. I'm coming to get it. I'm coming to get it.
If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold poverty, famish, or gulf, sickness or pain of body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim you besiege and beset it, with the help of God, you'll get it.
They're going to call you names. They're going to say you're corny. They're going to call you a square. They're going to say that you're a weirdo. Those are the characteristics of a champion. Those are the characteristics of someone that have said that I have decided that I'm going to create a shift in this universe. I'm going to commit myself to this career, this vision, this goal, training, education. If you look at documentaries on Steve Jobs and Oprah and all of the above, they are weird because they've seen things that no one else seen for their career path. They're living beyond what is expected because they were obedient to the vision.
Everybody tell you how to do it, they never did it. Moral of the story is, do you, be you. Live your life. Step into your greatness.
I want you to write, I will be obedient to the vision.
What's your appetite? What are you going to do that will ensure that when the alarm clock goes off, that you're already up 10, 20 minutes before your alarm clock goes off? Why? You've heard me say it before. No alarm clock needed. My passion wakes me up. Listen to me. No alarm clock needed. We're internally aired. I want to be successful. I want to execute. I want to make all my dreams become a reality. I want to do everything I said I'm going to do. So my appetite increases. It gets stronger every year. I want more every year. I want to do more every year. I want to help more every year. I want to be bolder. I want to be better. I want to be stronger every single year. When you settle, somebody's chasing you and somebody's trying to take your spot. And so every single day when you wake up, you got to set new goals, new benchmarks. You got to raise it higher and higher and higher so you can make your dreams become a reality.
Indecision is the thief of opportunity. Indecision means the door is still closed. Indecision means the opportunity waits. Indecision means what could be may never be.
When you decide to act, when you decide to take life on, it will be uncomfortable, and that's where the growth is. When you're uncomfortable, when you're stretching out, when you're taking life by the collar, you're going to get thrown to the ground again and again and again. But when you have determination, and you know that what you're doing is right, it gives you your life, it gives a special meaning and power to you, you will discover some things about yourself that will begin to electrify your personality. You'll begin to discover some things about you that you don't know you've got when you put yourself in that type of challenging situation.